and thus the first third of this Hydra has fully climaxed. Now, they will lay their head down the rest. It will be like a limp shaft that will go into hibernation until next year. Anyway, I'm John Rentham with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 31A Block of Finals. And the Golden Star Kota Ibushi has backdoored his way into his fourth straight G1 Climax Final. Oh my, fourth straight Climax. Man, he must have a lot of goddamn stamina. Well, he wants to become God after all, so of course all gods have stamina. I mean, take a look at all the Greek mythology and all the fornication they got up to. Enough about the climaxing and the fornication. Let's talk about this show. Let me know your thoughts on this particular show in the comments, please. But yeah, Kota Ibushi is going to his fourth straight G1 Climax Final. That's a pretty goddamn big deal. I'm a little bit surprised. I was hoping for Zack Sabre Jr. He had a hell of a goddamn G1. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what they do for Power Struggle. I really hope that the G1 goes back to the summer starting next year. I know it was because of, firstly, the Olympics that got canceled in 2020 and then the pandemic and stuff like that. And this year, they had the de facto 2020 Olympics in 2021. Doesn't make any kind of math sense. It's not Steiner math, nor is it Mysterio math. Shout out to Piper Valentine if you happen to be watching this. But hopefully they will go back to the summer, because it is a good summertime tradition. Summertime, and I'm just not going to try to sing that because it's not summer anymore. Anyway, enough about math and geography and months and everything. Let's talk about Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton being on commentary and the Great Okan versus Kojima. Well, Kojima tried, and look, the Great Okan can work. He really can. He can do some good stuff. He is very good in the ring. I hate those chops. I don't even hate that he does the Mongolian chops. I hate that he screams. I don't like the look. I know some people do. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with having different looks. There's nothing wrong with having different styles, but just something about him just isn't working. But in the ring, he can work. Now, Okan won't win the whole thing, and I hope the Great Okan never wins the goddamn G1, because fucking hell, I don't care if you give him 5 or 5,000 years. He's never going to be good enough and worthy enough to be the G1 Climax winner. Okan jumpstarts. You will see a theme here as far as, like, you know, there were 5 matches and there were multiple jumpstarts. It was like an AEW show or like WCW in the later 90s and early 2000s, because holy fuck, did they have a lot of goddamn jumpstarts. Thank you, Vince Russo, you fucking idiot. So, DDT on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Kojima tried. He tried to make this match interesting, and it wasn't dull, and Okan did not face Tetsuya Naito because Naito said, "Good Naito," after Zack Sabre Jr. shattered his knee. Which actually isn't fair. Naito had these injuries, and I imagine they just found a way to write it into a storyline, which I'm all for. Zack Sabre Jr. and Tetsuya Naito having a singles program once Naito is recovered, which probably won't be until at least February. And that's being generous. I think he has an MCL tear. I think he has other tears, so he's probably going to be out till at least May of next year. So anyway, the Eliminator, 1, 2, 3. Okan was done at 8 points. Oh no, he didn't get in the double digits. Gasp. So, Tomohiro Ishii took on Toru Yano. Get the stopwatch out. I say that every time with Yano matches, and shockingly, they've gone pretty long. Another jumpstart by Yano, and then Ishii was pissed and decided to club him down. We got some decent wrestling. Even after Ishii kept stepping on his neck. Protect your neck, I believe, as the kids say. Yano was not doing that. Yano does fire up, and there was a buckle spot. Oh no, it got avoided by both multiple times, and then Ishii hits it. Roll up, 1, 2. Oh no, back and forth. And Yano gets a backslide and gets a victory, 1, 2, 3. Wait, the low blow. My monitor went out, as Kevin Kelly said. So both guys finish at 10. Ishii should be in next week, next week's. Yeah, they're going to do one next week. No, next year's G1, and Yano will be in next year's G1 as well. Shingo versus Yujiro. Okay, Yujiro jump starts. Fucking Christ, my God, the jump starts. Third in a row. Seriously, it was like watching a later era Nitro. It's absolutely fucking crazy. So Shingo thankfully fires back. This took a bit too long. I mean, Yujiro can work. He did hit a nice Fisherman Buster. He was biting Shingo. Shingo went back and bit him. Bite of the Dragon, which is better than Fist of the Dragon. I think that's what the name of that movie was. Oh no, it was Kissing Fist of the Dragon. Kiss with a fist is better than none. Let's get back to the review, shall we? There was a stiff sliding lariat by Shingo, and a pseudo-Olympic slam where Shingo's like, "I don't want to go," and Yujiro's like, "You're going!" And he does that. I don't think he said it like that. So there was pimp juice on the floor, and then Shingo had him up, and it's like he was going to hit a DVD on the apron. Oh no, he's got to get back in the ring. 19, and Shingo doesn't break the plane and gets counted out. So it's 1 point because it's a draw. Shingo ends up at 13. And because Ibushi beat him and Zack Sabre Jr. beat him, if basically, and I don't remember Kenta beat. The whole point is Shingo ended up at 13 points. So he wasn't going to be able to win the goddamn thing. Now, that was really fucking cheap. Now, it's just going to end up with Shingo possibly facing Yujiro on the Road to Power Struggle Tour, or beating the shit out of him at Power Struggle, which might be smart. But that's not really a marquee matchup. Yujiro being in any kind of main event position at this point, or in general, is not a good idea. But it was cheap. I understand why they did it, given the... whatever. It was what it was. And Shingo basically is eliminated. Tanga Loa with Jado versus Zack Sabre Jr. Holy fuck, another Jumpstart. Mystery Jumpstart Theater 3000. Watch out for snakes. Watch out for snacks. Sneaky snack. So anyway, I don't know who the heel was. Tanga Loa basically ground down on Zack Sabre Jr. It was a good pace. Of course, the SJ does roar back because he's had a hell of a G1 even in defeat. Diving headbutt by Tanga Loa. There was some no-selling. Let's throw, let's do this. And code red variation for 2. We get more back and forth. Roll up with tights. 1, 2, 3. Tanga Loa gets a victory. Zack Sabre Jr. is eliminated. I'm guessing we're getting a Guerrillas of Destiny versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. So Dangerous Tekkers versus Guerrillas of Destiny for the IWGP Tag Team Championships at Power Struggle, because they have no fucking tag teams. And World Tag League and Best of Super Juniors are coming up very soon. Dueling Tours. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know if I'm going to watch those or not. Or if I watch them, I don't know if I'm going to review them. Because, let's be honest, New Japan kind of goes into a bit of a slumber. All due respect to the tag teams and Best of Super Juniors trying. But the fields weren't that deep last year. And I don't think they're going to be that deep this year. They're not going to be that deep. That's what she said. So, yeah, Tanga Loa wins and Zack Sabre Jr. is eliminated. Winner take all between Kenta and Kota. Which sounds like a buddy cop drama. So, all the other kids and their Kenta kicks and Kota got really mad later. So, no jump start. I'm shocked. My God, somebody must have realized, shit, let's just have these guys do their... Kenta, go outside and stall a little bit. You're more interesting than Jay White, because you just are. So anyway, post spot, near double count out, rather. Kenta was very deliberate, Kent-liberate, if you will. Strikes and kicks and taunting. And he stopped a moonsault outside. I think it's called the Golden Triangle. Delayed 20 count, thankfully avoided. They battle all the way back to, like, the entranceway. And Red Shoes is, like, trying to count him. He's like, come on, guys. Come on. We got the ring right there, guys. Come on. And I don't think he said it like that. But anyway, exposed buckle spot. Kenta, keeps him down. And Kota does hit a moonsault. And then a ref bump. Shocking. Kenta's willing to do anything. And he hits a spike DDT. And then gets a chair. And hits Kota. And then Kota just no-sells it. And then he tries to hit him again. And now you're just provoking Murder Ibushi, because that's basically what he became. Briefly. Kenta puts him on a table. And it was kind of funny, the co-table, as I called it. Splash onto the floor, because the table collapses and just leans at an angle. And Kota's like, fuck you, I'm doing this. And double stomp for 2, because Kenta does eventually have to fire back. And Kenta just striking him with that, just hitting Ibushi with a volley repeated strokes of the head. I mean, who doesn't love stroking Kota's golden star? Stop thinking about it, everybody. I know you're thinking about it. So, Kamigoye for 2, and then game over. Oh, no. Game over. No, it's not M. Bison. Rest in peace, Raul Julia. We get a post spot and a roll up for 2. The Psycho Knee for 2. I think it's called something else, but I'm just going to call it the Psycho Knee. Reverse Kamigoye and then Kamigoye 1, 2, 3. 4 straight finals for Ibushi. There you go. That's it. And it's now Kota versus, I imagine, Okada. Only because Cobb versus Okada, they aren't tied. Cobb's 2 points ahead. So if he wins, great. I'd love to see Cobb versus Kota Ibushi. I think it's going to be Okada. Because I think Okada's going to win, then he's going to beat Ibushi, then he's going to go beat Shingo at, the Dome, night 1 or 2, whatever it is. And on night 3, Will Ospreay will show up. He wants revenge for what happened at last year's Wrestle Kingdom. And then you have, Okada, the true world champion, against, Ospreay, the real world champion. And they will probably do that in either February or maybe have that, I don't know, maybe they'll build it towards Dontaku in May. Whatever. That's just my guess. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.